What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the CFL podcast where we talk everything college football, especially HBCU football. Y'all, why? It's been a week, bro. Why did nobody tell me that John Holcombe isn't with FAMU's football program anymore? For those of you, y'all know John Holcombe, the QB transfer from Kansas State. He was highly touted by Kansas State amongst other schools. Three-star guy coming out of high school. He redshirted his freshman year, couldn't really win the job and everything like that. Just it wasn't going good for him at Kansas State, so he decided to leave. He came to FAMU in January of last year. And everything like that. And he was projected to give Rashawn McKay the biggest push for that starting job. And of course, FAMU elected not to play in 2020, so they had that whole year off. But y'all, why is he not there anymore? Cause I Googled, I went and I checked once I found out he wasn't there. So I'm like, well, dang, this was a week ago. People said this. I'm looking, I'm Googling, nobody's reporting on it. The Clarion Ledger didn't report on it. They covered FAMU football a lot. The Tallahassee Democrat, they cover FAMU sports as well. They didn't report on it. Why? It was a small little clip, not clip, but a small little section on him not being there anymore. But why? What's the reason? What happened? Nobody went into detail on it. There are no videos on it on YouTube anywhere. Nobody's reported on this. Maybe y'all know, because some people knew in the SWAC football group that I'm a part of on Facebook, but nobody said anything. So if y'all know, let me know down in the comments why. But from what I've gathered through research, this is all Coach Willie Simmons had to say about it. He said, quote, "Not upholding the standards of Florida A&M football," end quote. Yo, what did he do? What did he do? And what does this mean for Florida A&M football going forward? I mean, is this in a way, it's a good thing because I feel like, him and Rashawn McKay were the only two guys that was really going to compete for that starting job anyway. I think Cameron Sapp, LaJawn Howard, and Ja'Cory Jordan, all great guys, all provided, a great showing during the competition, but I didn't think they had a chance this year. This is kind of a good thing because now you know who your QB1 is, even though they're not going to announce it because they still haven't officially announced it, or at least I haven't seen it. But I feel like everyone with some sense, they know Rashawn McKay is going to be the starter going forward now. He's been under Ryan Stanley his whole collegiate career. He's learned from him. They've watched film together. They've done all this. So he's been groomed by Ryan Stanley to take over once Ryan left. So I feel like he's ready for that now. Plus, he stepped in a couple times for Ryan because of injury and balled out. So for me, it's like he's the clear-cut favorite now. He has to be. You just got to announce it. It's a benefit now because now everyone knows who QB1 is, and now everyone can focus on Rashawn McKay, and Rashawn can get all of those first-team reps, and Rashawn can now just, he can ingratiate himself as the leader. He can ingratiate himself as the guy that's going to lead them into battle, because I think it's important for our offense. You need to know who's going to lead you into battle. There needs to be no question on it. It needs to be nothing. He needs to get everything down with everyone. He needs to get timing down. You need to get the respect factor. You just need to get everything down. You need to establish yourself as the guy that's going to lead your team into battle every Saturday. So back to John. Why? Why not upholding the standards of Florida A&M football? What did he do? I saw some people on Facebook said it was because of family. He had to leave because of family problems. But I mean, if it was family problems, Coach Simmons would not have said he wasn't upholding the standards. So I'm really curious as to what he's done. I was excited to see John Holcombe for Florida A&M. I thought he would have got that job had he stayed. That's just my opinion. It would have been a really good race, a really tight race, but I thought he would have pulled it off. And, I thought it would make for a great game in the Orange Blossom Classic. I still think it's going to be a great game in the Orange Blossom Classic because Rashawn McKay is not a joke. But yeah, like just why? I was really excited to see this dude. FAMU fans, y'all was so hype about him. Y'all was so hype about this dude. Y'all was going off in the group like, oh, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that. I get it. You know, I'm not gonna talk about y'all like how y'all get on Jackson State fans, but getting excited about their transfers, okay? Because I get it. I genuinely get it. But I really just want to know why. I really just want to know why. Now, the only problem I have with this now that he's gone is Coach Simmons, like, Coach, just announce the starter. It announced that Rashawn McKay is a starter. I see no benefit in being secretive now. Maybe it's a smokescreen. You know, maybe you want to convince Jackson State, like, oh, we don't know what's going on. We're just trying to get everything together and that we're not going to be fully prepared for the Orange Blossom Classic. But I don't think anyone would believe that. I think, you know, at this point, and if you don't, that's a really bad sign. But I think you know who the starter is at this point. You need to just announce it because, like, players on that team need to know who they're going into battle with. As I said earlier, it needs to be established. It doesn't need to be a controversy anymore at the quarterback position. The battle, unless those other three guys that I've named are really making a push for that starting job, it doesn't need to be a competition at this point. If it was really just down to Rashawn McKay and John Holcombe, end it. End the battle. Because, you know, Holcomb's not there anymore. But we gonna see what's gonna happen. Regardless of what's going on here, I don't think it's gonna be enough to somehow prevent FAMU from putting up a great showing in the Orange Blossom Classic. I think they're gonna be very hard to beat. But I still got JSU winning that game. Now, I just don't know what's gonna happen. I just don't know what's gonna happen. I don't like it. I don't like the uncertainty of these things. Like, just let us know who the starter is, Coach. Let us know. Let us know. And like I said before, if y'all know what's going on, bro, let me know down in the comments because some people have been saying family, and then you got Coach saying team standards. And then there was a few people with the obvious. I feel like it's a bit of a hating response. He didn't want to compete, blah, blah, blah. The starting job wasn't given to him, so he left. People who don't really know what they're talking about, who think they know what they're talking about. Because I really don't think that's it. Now, the reason why I feel like Rashawn McKay is the runaway favorite now that Holcombe is gone is because Coach Simmons said, and I quote, his tangible assets are well known. However, perhaps his best quality is his untangible gifts as far as humility and leadership, unquote. And let's not forget, when they asked Coach Willie Simmons what was going to be the deciding factor in which quarterback wins the starting job, he pointed out leadership. Okay, he pointed out humility. You know, he pointed out all the intangible things that a prototypical quarterback is supposed to have. So, being that you're saying this about Rashawn McKay, and as far as the other quarterbacks goes, he has said, you know, each quarterback has the ability to earn a starting job before the season opener, but you haven't really gone into detail about any other quarterbacks. It's obvious. It's obvious. So, Coach, announce the starter. Maybe y'all disagree that in the comments below, but I really think they just need to get this over with. Announce it. Announce it. You know, what's the point? What's the point? It's Shador versus Rashawn. It's FAMU versus JSU. We get it. Those are going to be the two starting quarterbacks in the Orange Blossom Classic. Let's just put it out there already. All right. But that's all for that, man. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. If y'all know anything on John Holcombe and why he left, man, let me know down below, because this is still crazy to me. This happened a week ago, and I'm just finding out about it. As I said, let me know down below in the comments. This is absurd. All right. But yeah, man, thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. If y'all did, CFL Podcast, I am out. Peace.